reading? I mean, did you have so many pages or so many books a month, or did you have this is very hard for a pastor, did you have a time when you just committed to reading?
No, I didn't, and it's my failure. It was, again, part of my feeling about the pastor, that I should be available to people when they called. And whether on the telephone or stop by the house or will you come to see me, or just the calling I was actually doing. So I didn't have that kind of, what I did was always carry with me either a book in my car or I'd tear an article out of a periodical and fold it and put it in my pocket. Because you know what it's like to go to the hospital and you're getting ready to see somebody and they say, oh, the nurse is in there right now, it'll be about 10 minutes. Well, what do? You can stand in the hall and fuss, or you can read. So I'd always pull it out of my pocket, read, take all of that. What I have, as you know now, I'm quite feverish about. Make a list of the books you really want to read, because there's always stuff thrust upon you.
Stuff I give you.
Well, yeah. we
We
get books to
read
each other.
novels.
And
You know Marilyn Robertson in Iowa? We love
she writes about Iowa, so in Gideon. I got caught up in a lot of useless reading, and you really can do that. And you only have so much time to read, and of course, there's a sacred rule here. The moment that I am reading, preaching the calendar, which I recommend to you, the moment I'm reading, preaching the calendar, I have rejected all the other books in the world in order to read this one. That's what you do when you pick up a book. You reject all the rest of the books. So therefore, you want to be sure that the book you're reading is worth reading. And who is it worth reading to? It has to be worth reading to you, because of where you are at that point. Don't feel that you have to enjoy a book because someone else did. Because it's not you. Okay, it may be you later. I'm pulling some books off the shelf that I've had for 40 years, and I'm reading them now. And now I like them. I don't know why I bought them in the first place, but at last I've grown up to them. So good, I read it, but I've got a list now of books
that you want to read.
That I want to read. And yeah, I want to read those for, because you know, you guys have lots of time to read yet. You've got 40, 50, 60 more years to read than I have.
A lot of books.
I don't.
I was going to, later on I was going to say this, but I'll say it now in this context. I was going to suggest that everyone require themselves to read a substantial book for their ministry.
Yeah.
And keep reading the sort of thing they're reading in seminary. You're overhearing this, I hope. For 15 minutes a day. That will be, you know, we know the ministry, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's going to sap you. It's going to rob that time. Yeah. And 15 minutes a day will still be, you know, more than 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And what will happen is, if it's really a good book, you'll read more, but only 15 minutes to require. I think that's a good cause. And then read other things in the bathroom. or at the doctor's.
Yeah, while you're waiting.
Again, thank you very much, and we'll take a little break.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.